Irwin, Tennessee. And then this may be Uncle Johnny's. We're trying to figure out whether this is Uncle Johnny's hostel right down here. But it says hostel. It's got a big AT sign. Uncle Johnny's is famous. Could be. All signs leading to 40-cent Snickers. Oh, that's what you're talking about, 40-cent Snickers. Oh, hey, yes. Ooh, Freetown shuttles, too. Oh, for gas. Okay, here we go. We'll let you know how she rolls. Okay, we had a good breakfast. And Irwin is, yeah, a problematic trail town in all honesty. Uncle Johnny's is cool. The prices actually are pretty good, so if you need some resupply, the prices actually are pretty fair. We didn't stay there, of course. We just came in from the Temple Hill stealth campsite last night. Came in, hit some breakfast. I'll show you a picture of Doug. Doug took great care of us. He's just a great guy. I mean, just knows this area, gives good insight into how you might want to approach Unicoi. I think that's how you say it, Unicoi or Unicoi Mountain and Roan Mountain. I'm telling you. Hiker's Shuttle is really super fair. They'll give you good advice if their price is a little higher than somebody else's, because as Doug keeps reminding you, he said, listen, you want to go with a shuttle service that's from your point of origin, because then there's no additional cost for them to get to you, to take you, so it's cheaper. And they'll tell you straight up. So I'm telling you, that Hiker Shuttle, good way to go. And Doug Lynch is the friggin' man, and he will give you some good insight because he's lived here all of his life. In fact, his dad was a sheriff. So you saw us just come across the bridge from Uncle Johnny's. Rip to Uncle Johnny. Guess he passed away this last February. I think they said he was 75. That's too bad, man. I wish you had a chance to meet him. He's put together a nice little thing there, and those guys are really helpful. They really are. So anyway, we're just gonna kick it here for a while. We don't know how far we're gonna go. It's already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're just gonna Nero it in. We'll just Nero out, and that'll be great. You know, Z and I, we're tracking, going along pretty well. See, I saw lots of folks again consolidated here. Once again saw Clooney and Bear Meat. That was kind of cool. We saw Joe Cool and Dom, who are the two hikers moving with Traveler. Traveler, I guess his leg is sufficiently healed that he can move. He's just slowed down a lot, but he still did like 10 miles supposedly today. So I hope he doesn't overdo that leg. But real glad to see that he's back on his feet. So yeah, really neat. Also saw Charlie Horse. So that was cool. What a great guy he is. He's just one of these guys, easygoing, great. So we are going to trek along through here and see how it goes. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Yeah, so all right, I'll get back to you as this Nero unfolds. A couple people have asked me about shooting more of the campsites. I haven't been doing that because it's been so cold, and camping with the water, getting water, hanging the bear bag, setting the tent up, setting everything up inside, getting something cooked in the cold just occupies huge amounts of time. So I haven't been shooting that, but I will as things warm up and get a little nicer. So, you know, like all the other pieces of this, things evolve. I'm sure my attitude will evolve. My view of the trail will evolve. You know what? See this golf ball? Oops. I'm gonna take that golf ball because I ended up last night with plantar fasciitis for the first time. And it was painful. That's on the left foot. And of course my knee pain's on the right leg. So I was a little bit worried about it. It hasn't really bothered me today. But, you know, you got to catch these things early. And I think that little golf ball, for its weight, will help me roll that bottom of my foot out. So the trail will provide. You got to keep your eyes open sometimes, but the trail will provide, and it did just then. So, guys, really jazzed. A little bit of sunshine and warm weather does a lot for a man's soul. Okay, here we go. We'll come back up when the trail gives us some scenes or something. The streams that come through this area on both sides of Irwin are some of the most beautiful. I mean, they serve as water sources to us, but according to Doug, they're great trout streams, smallmouth bass, just beautiful bodies of water. So it's nice to walk through here. We've basically been serenaded by the sound of running water for the last 2 days. It's really, really nice. And with a little bit warmer weather, heard a lot of woodpeckers, but still haven't heard a lot of songbirds. Had a couple from now and again, but we all think that spring is finally going to come alive here. We'll get some warmer rains at the end of the week. We'll be at elevation on Unicoi and Roan, but we will not be staying on either one at night, so we're hoping to stay out of the freezing temperatures, which are expected. So, looks like this week is workable, and that we will have a nice hiking period here. Today seems to be very warm. For some reason down in Irwin, it was cloudier and breezier and cooler, so it had us all put our long sleeve shirts on. Then we get up here, not a lot more elevation, but a little bit, sunny and hot. So now we're sort of regretting that we've put the long sleeves on, but it's okay. Takes me to the point of I had mentioned previously about the rain kilt or rain skirt, that it's one of my favorite pieces of gear because it does a great job with heat management, but yet comes low enough that covers me all the way down to my deck shell socks. That's awesome. Actually, Toasty Toes and Gandalf were there at Uncle Johnny's, and Toasty Toes asked about it. Now I'm pretty much always in my kilt underneath it, my kilt. But today I'm just in my kilt. And like the rain kilt or rain skirt, the heat management is awesome. It really is. No restrictions to movement, but also good airflow, so you don't have to unzip your pants or do those things. I've been a big fan of it. So, just as an update. Okay, we'll continue on here. Okay, here's our tent setup, stealth camping at Indian Grave Gap. I snuck off over here. It's a little bit of a downhill, but all of this area seems to be. And then my boy Ziafox is over there. So we have a campfire set up. What we'll do is I just got water. I think I told you about the water, suspending the water from the trees. So there it is. Now, of course, that stuff's going to go back over to my site. But you can see here that got a nice fire set up. So this is an established campsite, but it just doesn't have a lot of spots. Down over the hill are a few more spots, but we figured we'd be together, so that's where we are. So this is Indian Grave Gap. You can kind of see the two, mine in the background, Zia's in the foreground. Now we're going to cook. We already went down and got water over the hill. Just got some, I went to tablets. So these actually are iodine tablets because they only take 35 minutes, but I also have the chlorine tablets that take 4 hours. But water's a little short here. And we're just gonna cook dinner and get ourselves squared away for the night. So I'll go and put my pad down and my quilt down, get those fluffed up, get my night clothes on, and we'll come out here and cook. And I think tonight I'm having lasagna. So the Mountain House lasagna. So that's where we are. We still have, it's 18:35, and last night it got dark at 20:11, so we think it's about 20:15 that we'll lose light tonight. And last night we had a fire, not sure if we will tonight, but that is what a camp setup looks like when you're just stealth camping with a couple of guys. So good night. Tonight we got the fire going.
Yeah.
I'm cooking up a little chow. Chili mac with beef tonight. What are you having, Zia?
I'm going with the macaroni and cheese.